Alright guys, this is our Carlo Robelli. As you see, it comes with a nice little case. And it's just a decent little classical guitar. One of the first things the keen-eyed among you might notice, no saddle. So that's the first thing we're going to address. I also found an old pickup that glues underneath the bridge. And I want to see if I can glue that in. It's a sort of K&K Chinese ripoff, but if it works and it sounds alright, that'll be a selling point for the guitar. It'll, you know, something you can plug in to amplify. People dig acoustic electrics. Alright, so let's get to work on that saddle. It's going to have to be really, really low because these strings are already kind of high. And of course we will need new strings as well. This is the camel bone nut for our Carlo Robelli Classical guitar, and we need to take this down an incredible amount to make that action worth a damn. So we're going to go to the shed and really sand this down using the vise. We're going to grip it in the vise and then take down, I don't know, half of this at least. Let's go do that. Okay, this is the little sliver of bone that we're left with. We still have plenty of carving to do on it. And yeah, by the way, this is camel bone. So we'll go see how it fits now, and we will continue our quest for the perfect saddle. Doing a quick test fit of the nut now that I've got the width right. And I think that's good, but you know what? Yep. We're gonna bring this down just a hair more. All right, one more test fit. Yep, I think that's perfect. So the good camera's batteries are charging. Here's something I wanted to point out. There's this weird laminate sliver over the bridge that I don't know if it's supposed to be there or not. But we're going to take that off once we get these strings off and see what's going on with it. If it is supposed to be there, then we'll try to flatten it out, maybe with a little heat, and then we'll glue it back down. So let's get these strings off.
Hey man, what do you say? Drink that spray night with pepper spray. Shed a tear on the bus and roll away. Not gonna take it again, no this day. Hey man, who you be? Man, a strap hat trying to draft me? As soon as I break these chains, I'm gonna be free. Gonna move to England, gonna drink some tea.
Okay, so we've cut this piece of wood quite a bit smaller than the top here. And obviously our pearl, or our abalone, is much too large. Which is the point, right? So we're gonna glue this to the top of that, get rid of all the excess, and then glue some binding around that, and then cut this down widthwise here to as thin as we can get it, and that will go there, and that will be what our strings wrap around. I'm probably going to put glue all the way over the top once I get the binding on, for the express purpose of keeping it strong so that this isn't broken over time.
What do you know? Black and bloody water, this cock gotta grow. Risking our lives ain't nothing to show. Grizzly on my back, gonna cut my hair, no. Hey man, is that a new car? Should be nice you let me borrow the car. Put gas in it, go far. Oh, it's your mother's? Vietnam, 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 Vietnam. Some gook murdered your son? Oh man, stick a bamboo on his nails, that ain't fun. Come on, Smoley.
Alright, so I got our bridge tie block. I got it up here in the miter box, about as thin as I want to cut it. You can see we only need about that much. And I've glued it to a piece of scrap that I've got clamped down in the miter box so that it stays straight, I hope. Still going to have hands on it. It's going to be really hard to film. I can't really film it easily, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I can do this. Maybe. Go real slow to start. It's a little bit terrifying. Okay. That was scary. So here's our little block. We're gonna go sand it, get it as even as possible, and get all this crap off the edges from the heat. But yeah, looking good. Let's see what happens.
But I still hold on for a reason. After all the waiting, could there be some truth in just underlining your facts coming from your point of view? Underlining the facts.
Normally I would tape this up. I'd be more worried about damage. But this thing's already got some damage on the bottom of it. Not too worried about it. Just making a place for the bit to rest. Alright guys, here's our Carlo Robelli Acoustic. I didn't realize it actually doesn't have a model in it. It just has a serial number inside the sound hole. I think this thing turned out really, really awesome. The pickup sounds nice. I tested it out last night. I tested it out again through the board. It's mounted directly under the bridge, so it sounds good. And the new strings are fantastic. Kind of occurred to me, I've never played a nylon string acoustic with brand new strings before, so that was cool. Even when I've put them on before, I've just never really sat and played one for a while. I've played with this thing for quite a while now. It's a lot of fun. I think our new block looks great. I'll get some close-up shots of it. But yeah, this was the last guitar of Acoustic Week. So I think it came out really as good as it should have. It's got a case and everything, and I've listed it for $100, so let's see if it sells at that. I do have a lot more invested in this guitar than the other ones. Thank you guys for sticking with me this week. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a couple weeks, but still, I'm calling it Acoustic Week. There will be one more video where we wrap up the math, and there is a bonus guitar too that will be featured in that video as well. We'll wrap up the math, we'll run the numbers, and you guys can see, did we make a profit? Did we lose money? Did we break even? We'll see what happens. But it's been a lot of fun, and if nothing else, was just sort of a week of videos of me getting back to my roots, kind of like testing myself and pushing back but forward, if that makes sense. Like reaching into my past, my acoustic roots, and then trying to just try things I've never done before. I've never built a little block like that before, and that was it was a challenge, but a totally worthy one. I love this thing. It's fantastic to me. So yeah, it's been fun. A challenging week for sure, but a lot of fun. And I'm actually going to use some of the money from Acoustic Week to get a couple acoustic electrics, because a lot of my friends in town have been asking me if I have any for sale. So we'll get some of those, and we'll maybe do some follow-up videos on those later on. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for supporting, watching the channel. It's really hard to get views and shares and stuff these days, so if you guys could find it in your hearts to share a video of mine or post it on your social media, I would be ever so grateful. It doesn't even have to be this one. Just find your favorite one on the channel. That, warms my heart when you do that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.